Greetings and welcome back once again to my channel. Today we will be doing a reading from the Biblical Tarot, and we will be doing angel number messages or angel oracle card messages. And today at the centerpiece of our reading we have the Tower of Babel. This is when the people became very prideful and thought that they could build a tower to heaven and be just as great as God, at which time God struck down the tower and scrambled the languages of the people so that they couldn't understand each other. And this was his way of humbling people who felt that they could be just as great and powerful as the divine, understanding the plans of the divine, having control and powers over creation, which is not correct. And God humbled them in order to teach them a lesson so that they may grow in the right direction instead of the wrong. So we have a major destruction and crushing change in someone's life that was catastrophic and unexpected. And then we have the numbers 8899. Change, new beginnings, confidence, powerful yearning for beauty and attention. Some important stages in your life are about to end, and other events that follow will also end like a domino effect. The sequence of numbers represents that you are experiencing a series of events in which many parts of your life will slow down and are about to stop. However, this is no need to worry, because these changes are necessary for you so that a new series of things and situations can begin. So this is what you see in the Tower. Big change, big transformation, absolute huge upheaval, and requiring a change in attitude in order to rebuild. And the 8899 is about learning through mistakes. It's about changing one's attitude. It's about being tested. It's about overcoming odds. And it's about karma. And the numbers that were behind it were, I got nothing but nines. I kept picking nothing but nines. So, we have creation, new life, change, completion in your personal or global life, major stage coming to an end. It's time to work because Mother Earth needs you. And I'm telling you this because there is a huge theme here in this reading. Divine protection. This is a message from your Creator representing that certain parts of your life have just ended under divine guidance. Nothing is really lost. There's no death, no accident. The recent changes in your life, in which important parts of your life have stopped or changed, are actually responses to your prayers. You're light and free. So basically what we see in the most recent past in somebody's life and what could be happening currently is that there is huge upheaval and there's major changes. And for every ending, there's a new beginning, and then there's a quick ending once again, because you are going through a huge series of lessons to become the person that you're supposed to become. And it's almost like you're getting a crash course on life. This series of numbers are primarily dominated and associated with, Mars and the Roman god of war. So there's a lot of turbulence. There's a lot of aggression around you. There's a lot of battling that you feel that you have to do. And on top of that, sorry for using the word all the time, but I got to choose my words very carefully. If you notice, one of these says divine protection. And this means that during all of this upheaval and all the lessons that you are learning from this upheaval, you are being protected, and there is a purpose. But one of those purposes is so that you can learn how to contribute to the world around you more effectively. And that's pretty much what's going on here. So when you see the Empress, the Knight of Grains, or Pentacles, sorry about my floor, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Chalices. What we have here is we have a theme of collaborating, expansion, social networks, sometimes overcommitting oneself, having to, embrace change, expansion, participating in creative endeavors, and pursuing these goals with willpower and courage, but a certain level of impulsiveness. Like right now, you're being refined. You have to learn how to manage your anger. You have to learn how to face your fears. You have to deal with destructive, aggressive tendencies. You have to learn to be more constructive with your ambition. And right now, or most recently, you were caught in a pattern of survival. As a result of this sudden upheaval that you have experienced in your life. And it looks to me like either a mother figure in your life kind of put you on this new path or new trajectory, or you're giving birth to new projects. But somebody out there in your life, most likely a mother figure, guided you to start down a new path because it was absolutely necessary. And you spent a lot of time trying to plan, but you were somewhat vulnerable. Here in Jacob works for Laban or Laban. He works for his uncle after he is sent away by his mother, and he's displaced from his family and home of origin, and he is forced to work for many, many years in order to win Laban's daughter's hand in marriage, and Laban ends up tricking him, and then he's got to work for him even longer in order to marry the woman that he loved. But this is all for an ongoing purpose. And then you see the King of Grains or the King of Pentacles, and this story is about how Joseph, as an Israeli, ends up heading Egypt, and he ends up helping his people. He has prophetic dreams that there will be a famine, and he organizes and arranges for the saving of grains. So much so that everybody had to go to him for food and sustenance when catastrophe hit, including people from other lands. So you will work really hard and make sacrifices to build relationships and build yourself up from a business perspective, and you will do so in order to place yourself in a position to help a lot of people. And one of the major themes about this section of your life is learning to collaborate, work with others, complete difficult cycles, learn to be empathetic, learn to be selfless, learn how to service other humans on a global scale. You have to struggle with impatience, and you have to learn to be more tactful during this stage. There's a lot of misunderstandings. You have to learn how to be a leader, and you go through a lot of changes when you are learning these tasks, and they take a long time. But within the past year, you start seeing a lot of things manifest you. You are protected, you have a higher purpose, but you might feel just overexerted and exhausted. But you focus in on networking. And sometimes you want everything to end. You're feeling totally overwhelmed, but this is a section of your life that will wrap up, and you start seeing it wrapping up when you are presented with the Ace of Chalices. You get another relationship that comes your way. You start manifesting plans to bring abundance into your life during the end of this stage. And this one here, where this story here is about, Jesus meeting a woman at a well, and he explains the water of life, the water of God, the water of learning, and he wants to spread that understanding. So a new relationship, the foundations of a new relationship start coming at the end of this series of cycles that you go through, of beginnings and endings and beginnings and endings that are really challenging. And you see an end coming to this cycle when you meet somebody and you both inspire each other. It's almost a divine pairing, a divine meeting, okay? And then you move into a new beginning, and the new beginning is 000, perfection, beginning, powerful, brave, a reminder that you are one with God while feeling the love of the Creator in your heart. It is also a sign that a situation has completed its full cycle. So finally you come to a term where you solidify a family setting. You are stable financially. This is the story of Queen of Sheba and Solomon, where he not only spreads his ideals to her, she gains respect for him, but they open up a huge area of trade and commerce on an international level. So this is about moving forward, changes, communication, swift changes in your life, utilizing all your skills in sales and networking in order to move forward and bring prosperity. And then you become the emperor. You become the emperor of your life and the emperor of the lives of others, and you help a lot of people, and you couldn't have done it without all the change.